Good evening. You're watching Pew News. I'm Gloria. That's right, Gloria. She quit. I don't know why anyone would pass on such an amazing opportunity being news anchor on Pew News. I am Poppy Harlow. Good evening, I'm Poppy Harlow. Welcome to Pew News, YouTube's most trusted news source on the internet, on YouTube. First story is incredibly important. The prince recently got married, and it turns out he got married to a lizard. Let's watch.
Yo, this is some weird right here. I guess this is Prince Harry and his girl. Her face does not move. Look at that. Are you kidding me? That's not normal.
Oh my god. Uncovered, you've heard it here first on Pew News. No other news site is going to report this. Why? Because it's a Madame Tussauds mannequin? And I thought the queen was scary looking. Obviously, there's something fishy going on here. And you rest assured, me, Poppy Harlow, is going to dig deep into it to get you guys to fact. Get you guys to truth. Next story. I think since I'm new here, I want to have my own thing, you know? Gloria had the... I can't do that. That's not me, that's Gloria. I found this story to be really interesting. It's talking about a 9-year-old placed in rehab for her Fortnite addiction. She was so addicted that she wet herself to continue playing. Jesus Christ. Now, I remember back in the day when I played World of Warcraft and other MMOs, it was a social thing, like all my friends played it. So if you didn't play the game, you were basically out of the social group. So I can understand how games is so important to the youth, especially a game like Fortnite. You talk on mic, you play together. But it's clearly become over the top. You see all these videos of screechy little kids going,
Jacob, get off. Get off. Get off. The Xbox. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Come on. No. Yeah, you can. Turn it off. I was joking.
I don't know what it is with children crying. It just feels good, you know? I don't know. Probably something wrong with me, Poppy Harlow. World Health Organization recently classified gaming disorder as an official condition. And a lot of people responded to this. That's just stupid. This is just outrageous. But seeing how people react to not being allowed to play video games, you kind of get that maybe it is a problem. I definitely used to be one of those squeaky little kids when I wasn't allowed to play. I would literally just sneak out to play anyway. And look where that got me. I mean, I'm Poppy. I was just thinking about someone else. I know this is such a weird thing to think about. Maybe you're all 9-year-olds as well, so it might be a bit in the future. But if you had kids, would you let them just freely play on the computer? Because when I was a kid, that's what I wanted to do. And if my parents didn't allow me to do that, they were the assholes. When we asked our daughter what the problem was, she became unusually argumentative and aggressive, which we just put down to her hormones. The parents said they limited their daughter's playtime on the Xbox to 1 hour. Oh, she plays Xbox, that's the problem. During school nights and 2 hours on a weekend. But the seriousness of the situation was made apparent when her father found her sitting on a urine-soaked cushion while playing the game. But did she win? You know, if she's winning, I can sort of understand. Especially you see Twitch streamers themselves all the time anyway. The next news, everybody. Memes is going to die. Sorry, the next news. Memes is going to die, everybody. There's a new article in question called Article 12, which is made to protect copyright for users on the internet, but it could lead to the death of memes, everybody. Oh no. This has been talked about everywhere on every news article I've seen. But very few YouTubers are surprisingly talk about this. I think people are still so burned out on the net neutrality issue that people are still like, I can't be bothered with another issue. Like, do you remember last time a law was introduced that you felt, wow, this actually helps me? This new idea that some politician introduced actually helped me, actually benefited me. Wow. The last thing I can think of is the fact that you can now use your cell phones or your tablet's device even during takeoff and landing, which is so nice. That was the first time where they said that. I'm like, wait a minute, they changed the law for the better? For my sake? How did this happen? But yeah, Metro is saying the EU could be about to ban memes and destroy the internet. Memes will be banned under new copyright law, warn campaigners. Death to memes! EU copyright law could mean hilarious memes disappear forever. Oh, not the hilarious memes. What am I gonna do without the I really like the Metro article about this. You know, I'm Poppy Harlow. I'm not supposed to give my own opinion, but what am I gonna do instead of good old 2012 memes? What am I gonna do without Success Baby Kid? Huh? What am I gonna do without Rick Ashley's Never Gonna Give You Up meme? The Copyright Directive is an attempt to reshape copyright for the internet, in particular rebalancing the relationship between copyright holders and online platforms. Article 13 states that platform providers should take measures to ensure functioning of agreements concluded with right holders for their use of their work. So let's say I made a meme and it gets distributed everywhere. I can copy strike other people and make money for that meme. You can still sort of do that. I don't really see the point of this. I remember a few years ago, I actually got a copy strike from my lawyer. It came through my lawyer, sorry. It came through mail to my company because I used one of those rage memes. Apparently one of the person that made the rage meme was trying to cash in on it. And I think he was asking for less money than it would have cost for my lawyer. So we just said, fuck him. The thing is, I understand what they're trying to do, but clearly this is the idea of someone that doesn't understand the internet. The internet is all about sharing. It's all about reposting. And generally, no one seems to have a problem with that. And it's a certain ecosystem that's already in place, and if you mess with that idea, it's going to ruin a lot what's positive about the internet, a lot what's good about the internet. This article will make it so that you can't remix songs, for example. And these sort of things where fans put their own input on material, that's what makes the original material more popular. That's how things get spread around the internet. It's a positive thing for everyone involved. And there's really no reason to maintain that or throw any wrenches in the machinery. It's sort of the same, I think, as making Let's Plays completely illegal because they own copyright ownership of the game, which is, yes, they technically do, but also they benefit massively and pay YouTubers a lot of money to play their games because they know it's free advertisement and it's going to bring more attention to their game and make it more successful. So to mess with that system, everyone knows it's a bad idea, even though there are certain cases where these things do happen. I would hate for YouTube or the internet in general to turn into some sort of copyright competition. YouTube is already adding a new tool that lets anyone copyright if anyone uses anything from you. Let's say I use an image from someone else, they can copyright that video and take the revenue from that video. Great idea. Great idea, YouTube. The thing is, I could claim so many videos myself, you know? I search Pewdiepie and there's millions of views on videos that are compilations. Like this for me saying, I could make money out of this. I could claim this video if I wanted to. And it's just like, why? What's the point? It's short-sighted and it's dumb. The voting of this, I think, will take place on the 20th. So make sure you spread word around this. Share this video, guys, so we can stop this, because memes must survive. I'm Poppy Harlow. Beep. Maybe the dab is a bit. How about how's that? Is that weird? That's pretty cool. I like that one. Next news. Let's talk about video games. Hooray! I made my E3 video, but I didn't really get it. I mean, sorry, PewDiePie did his E3 video, and he didn't really talk a lot about the games. So I'm going to do that instead as Poppy Harlow. This game called Ghost of Tsushima looks fucking awesome. I would love to play this game.
よし、行くぞ。
For those of you who don't know, ikuzo means let's go. I'm a level 4 Japanese Nihongo, so just so you know.
坊主をこちらに渡せ。
断る。
Very, very exciting. But here's the problem. There's so many games that always look cool in the trailer. I remember this game, Rise, Son of Rome. The trailer looks so cool, right? But then the game came out and it's like mediocre. Great. I'm glad I got so hyped for a garbage game I'm never gonna play. Then we have Fallout 76, which is supposed to be an online game. Yay!
Has settled. You must rebuild. Not just walls, not just buildings, but hearts and minds, and ultimately, America itself.
Yay! Because the Elder Scrolls Online game was so epic. Just lived up to the same hype as I had. The thing is, I want to be hyped, but I feel like I'm just fooling myself. There's no point. I'll wait for the game, I'll look at the reviews, and then I'll make an assessment, okay? And you should do the same. We finally got to see some gameplay of Death Stranding, which is a game I'm really, really looking forward to. It looks aesthetic as hell, dog. Hey look, it's a walking simulator, everybody. I'm just kidding. I actually really look forward to play it, even if it is a walking simulator. Just because it looks so immersive. Come on, it looks cool. Last of Us 2, of course, I'm also gonna play. A lot of people seem actually mad about the kiss. And I'm always like, why? What's the big deal? Are you actually bothered by two girls kissing? Like, what's the actual issue? They kissed in the DLC.
Oh, Ellie. I think they should be terrified of you.
Okay, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here for a second, okay? From one perspective, I'm like, it's a really sweet kiss. They already kissed in DLC. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. It was made so to contrast the darkness and gruesomeness of Ellie's character, going from kissing to really intense, gory battles and stuff, right? That's the point. That you're giving contrast, more impactful trailer that way. On the other side of the coin, I'm kind of like, they really showed it in our faces. If they want to be playing the social justice card or whatever, why can't you be more subtle with it? Can't you just be, without it being so in your face present? Or is it supposed to be that way to break the stigma? I guess what I'm trying to say is, should we break stigmas by shoving it into people's faces? Or should we just let normal things that you want to be interpreted as normal and no relationship that you want to be normal, just be normal? And that doesn't have to be, hey, look at us. Huh? What do you think of this, huh? Two girls kissing, huh? What do you think of this, huh? And the same thing can go for the Battlefield 5 trailer. So many people are mad at this trailer. Holy hell. It's the worst performing Battlefield trailer of all time. Let's play Devil's Advocate because it's so much fun. On one hand, it's their take on World War, which is what they said. It's our take on World War II. They can really do whatever they want within certain limits, obviously. You look at games like Wolfenstein and it's the Second World War, but it obviously it's completely different. Battlefield isn't the most realistic game. You look at the glitches and how silly it is and how over the top it is. Why is it so crazy to people that a woman is kicking ass in the trailer? Now, for the other side of the coin, Battlefield has always been actual battles that actually happen. At least in a lot of ways, that's how I see Battlefield. You play these battles in these locations that actually happen by 2 different countries. As far as I'm concerned, British soldiers, female soldiers, didn't fight in the front line in World War II. They just didn't. And in a lot of ways, you're sort of bastardizing the people that did die in World War II if you're making a game that is supposed to be World War II. At least that's what Battlefield do, right? They recreate battles. It's not like Wolfenstein at all, which in my opinion is a completely different universe. If you want to do that, then fine. But if you're gonna call it World War II, and the way Battlefield has always done it, it feels misplaced. Now, I don't think anyone actually has a problem with a woman as the front figure of Battlefield. I think the problem is that it's a British soldier, because we know there were Soviet female soldiers that were badass in World War II, and there's some really interesting history there that you could actually, I don't know, if you want to lift that side up, why not highlight that instead? Why not highlight something that actually happened, which to me feels a lot more inspiring if you want to have that movement of, yeah, girls kick ass or whatever. But obviously they can't lift up Soviet to being something positive. It has to be the Brits or whatever. And to me, I watched it and it's just kind of cringeworthy in my opinion. There's both sides of the coin, and you can argue each one of them, but ultimately, I don't care. Some interesting stuff to discuss nonetheless. I am Poppy Harlow. Oh, that makes sense now. Remember to leave a like on this video, I really appreciate it. And check out tomorrow's video. Remember to hit the bell button. Beep. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.